everybody. Happy Friday. Here's your good news for this Friday. And this Friday, we're talking about all about preparation or being prepared. That's what our gospel reading is all about. And one thing you should know about me as we talk about being prepared is before I was a youth minister and before I was a seminarian, actually my major in college was hotel resort management. And if you could say there was like one theme about learning to work in hotels like that, it was the idea of needing to be prepared for our guests. One of the things we were trained to do is we were always trained to walk into a room, scan it, and see if there's anything wrong with it, and then fix it so when guests come in, everything is just right for them. There's nothing better than having a place that's prepared for you. And you know this maybe when you've stayed at a hotel before. Have you ever walked into your room before and everything is perfect? The TV's already on, the temperature is good, they put your bottled water in there, they gave you the pillows that you asked for. I mean, your room is ready. They have prepared a place for you well. And then maybe on the flip side, have you ever been into a room where they said it was ready for you, but it was still dirty and you checked in to it and there were no towels, there was litter on the ground, the bedspread was undone. It's equally as frustrating when there's a place that is not prepared for you. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about Jesus preparing a place for us, and we look at the Gospel of John, and today we're going to look at chapter 14. So it's a short Bible verse, but it packs quite the punch. And this is what Jesus says. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God, have faith also in me. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If there were not, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. Where I am going, you know the way." Thomas said to him, "Master, we do not know where we are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." I love this Bible verse. For one, it's just such great news that Jesus is preparing a place specifically for us. To know that, what a joy, what a blessing. But it goes farther than that. It says not only has Jesus prepared a place for us, but he will show us the way to get there. One of my favorite characters in this story is Thomas, because Thomas is so practical. Thomas is probably often what he says is kind of how we feel a lot of times. He says, "Master, we do not know where we are going." Have you ever felt that way? I have no idea where I'm going. And I think the lesson for this gospel passage today is it's twofold. One, it's to rejoice in knowing that Jesus has prepared a place for us. But it's not just to stop there. It's to rely on him to figure out how to get there. And it's not just in the big picture. I know a lot of times in the big picture we say, I'm following Jesus with my life. But I think what it is, it's saying every day, "Jesus, where do you want me to go?" I think really that's what it means to be a disciple. It's not just one declarative statement saying, "I'm following you with my life, I believe in you." It's waking up every morning with a very simple prayer. "Jesus, I might not know where I'm going, but where do you want me to go?" And following him in that. Saying that every single day. I don't know about you before, but often when I think I know where I'm going, I'll say, I don't need the Google Maps, I don't need my Apple Maps, I'll figure out where I'm going on my own. I've kind of been there before, and I end up getting very, very lost because I'm not following any way. I'm trying to do it on my own. I'm trying to rely on my own strength to get where I'm needing to go. And I think a lot of times we do that in our faith life. We say, I can do this. I can figure out where I'm going on my own. Jesus, I don't need you today. I'm just going to do it on my own. And it's easy to get lost when we do that. And the message today is don't do that. Allow him to show you where you're supposed to go every single day. Yesterday I was at Oak Openings, and if you've ever been to Oak Openings Metro Park before, the trails change all the time. And I thought in my head I kind of had an idea of where everything was, but I found myself looking at a map several times because without the map, I would have veered off on another trail. And I think Jesus is our map, our daily map, to figure out where we're going. And if maybe for you, you haven't followed him on a daily basis in a long time, the key is not to despair. I like to think of Jesus kind of as the ultimate GPS. And what does the GPS do when we get lost? It reroutes us. It always will reroute us. And Jesus is the same way. He never tires of rerouting us. But we've got to go to him. We've got to go to him first. And that's the challenge as we rejoice in knowing that he has prepared a place for us. So God bless, and we hope to see you soon.